Hi, I'm Captain Grant Coppin with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
Back here on the back shore of Nueces, along here, we've been catching good trout, really solid, nice trout on top waters. Throwing either the natural color bone or I've been throwing those pink skitterwalks, doing really well. You come right down the shoreline here, and we've got a couple little reefs that are kind of close. They're a little deep to wade fish, but they're in 3-4 foot of water, and right up against the bank we've been catching good. Of course, the tide is still high. Throwing live shrimp for the reds, throwing the top waters for both the reds and the trout, and just having a good time in here. Now when it's blowing, this place is kind of blown out, but whenever the wind's 10-15 miles an hour, it's still a good fishable place to come. We get in here and just work this whole area. It's a big long shoreline. Even when there's a lot of boats over here, you can usually find a spot, quarter-mile stretch, half-mile stretch, where you can really sit there, work the fish, come in here, use both the popping corks or throw them on the bottom, throw some cut bait in here, menhaden and skipjack, and just catch a good mixed bag of trout and reds. Over here on the Portland shoreline, we've been catching good numbers of trout and catching some redfish. Now the redfish are up tight to the shore. The trout, what I've been doing for the trout is throwing shrimp on the bottom at the tips of these broken down piers over here. If you come down the shoreline, you see all the piers that are torn up, even the good ones, but usually the broken down piers are the best ones. Sit on the tip, either anchor or power pull down. This is another spot you can't really fish in heavy wind, but it's a good spot to come when the wind's less than 15 miles an hour, which typically is in the morning early before the wind picks up too strong. We're gonna have a few days like that coming up. Come in here, work these shorelines, throw those live shrimp on the bottom. Starting to get croaker. They're a little expensive this year, so I wouldn't waste your money buying croaker yet, because they're on the small side. I'm doing just as good on the live shrimp right now, so stick with the shrimp. Getting good numbers of black drum, also mixed bags, reds, drum, and trout in here. Just working the structure. Over here in the north end of the bay, been catching good fish on top water. Throwing those skitterwalks, both in the bone and the hot pink. Throwing the one knocker spooks. This is the time of year where we really get good trout and reds on top waters. They're moving around, they're looking for the bait. The mullet are here, just either drifting or getting out of the boat along the shoreline, pitching into little drains along this shoreline right here. There's a lot of little culverts where you've got a drain coming out, and those fish will congregate around those drains, and just like on Ocean Drive. But just get up tight to the shore, cast those top waters, and get some really big blow-ups from both trout and reds.
Captain Grant Coppin, thanks for watching.